So, as for the hardcore Nuzlocke rules, if a Loomian fails, it dies. I can only catch the first Loomian on each route, the first viable Loomian which is Earth-type. No items in battle, but health items are okay. The game is in set mode and there are no overleveling past the battle star's strongest Loomian. In this episode, we will be doing the Sylvan Battle Tier, which we're going to beat, and end it off with the Galvanite Cave getting Stunning Flash. So here we are at Sylvan City after defeating Dusket, and we're entering the battle theater where we are gonna battle a lot of things. Now, as you can see, our Loomian seems quite weak. We have Twiddle and Probe, but we actually leveled them up to level 15, and our plan is that we're going to evolve Twiddle and Probe, especially Probe because Cinnamoth is very important in the game. So we first used Twiddle in the first fight, getting Scavenge, and we finished the first puzzle, and we're up against Pal. So Pal's Loomians are, if I remember correctly, is Twilight and Eaglet. So we used our Hawk here, and we just spammed Peck. I'm actually not sure which one is powerful, whether is it Peck or Air Shot, but we just used what's quite good. So we actually just used pounds here, but yeah. So we just used pounds. I was actually forgetting about the ATB on Peck, but pounds it is. So we leveled up from the Kabunga Coffee, and then next up is Eaglet. So Eaglet, pretty easy as well. We just used, I guess, pounds. Yeah, we used pound. I don't know why I use pounds, but I feel like pounds is more stronger than Peck, even though that Peck has the ATB stat, but it's alright. So we just spam pounds all the way through until we defeat Pal. So we used pounds again. We did not take quite a lot of damage, that's good, and then we leveled up. So oof, set by Pal, and there it is. So our Hawk is evolving. It will evolve into a Paratweet. So Paratweet will gain a new moveset which is called Scavenge, which is essentially like a better Peck plus with the ATB. So yep, we have Paratweet or Hawk if you ask me. Now Paratweet, this actually takes quite long, but our Paratweet wants to learn Scavenge, which I talked about, Scavenge being a very better Peck, and we use that. We still keep Airshot if we need some sort of a ranged type attack, but Hawk here is a melee attacker, but still, it's having a ranged attack is good. Now up for the second puzzle, we've completed that very easily, and then we're battling someone who is, I forgot who his name is, but yeah, we're battling this guy. Now the gym is essentially like a light and dark type, so Roger will now send, here is his Twilight still, but now he's sending Vambat. Now I did put Prope at first because Prope needs to level up to get Cinnamoth, because Cinnamoth is going to be very important. We cannot use Hawk because Naya's Geklo will kill us with static shocks. So we did use Scavenge, that's why I still use that, but I feel like we outspeeded. So yeah, the Twilight has fainted. After that, Roger sends out Vambat. So Vambat is there. We just spam Scavenge, but before we spam that, we actually put Rock Bug there. So Rock Bug, he gets the growl, which is, you know, quite good. We replace it with Hawk once again, and then there goes Hawk. And then after this, we'll just spam Scavenge once again. We cannot really do setup for Hawk here because Scavenge already deals enough damage. So yeah, The Vambat used T, so I cannot really use Scavenge, so it's more on we're going to use a Pound. So yeah, we used Pounds, we pounced our target, and then after that, we're going to use Scavenge. So yeah, the second trainer is finished. Now we are going to head to Naya, but before we head to Naya, our Propay or our Rock Bug will evolve into one of the greatest Loomians in Nuzlocke, which is Cinnamoth. So Cinnamoth is quite slept on, but Cinnamoth is an absolute beast. Trust me on this one, an absolute beast. So Propay levels up into a beautiful Cinnamoth. So there it is, the Cinnamoth. So now Cinnamoth learns quite a lot of things here. It learns Mystic Breeze, which is a way better bug bite, and it's also ranged. And as well as it also learns Snore Spores, which is absolutely important, and Jet Stream, which is good. One of the best air types probably ever. But yeah, we decided to heal Rock Bug. And then we gave the Kabunga coffee to Rockbug, because here's the strategy. Now here comes the what's this called? The third puzzle, which is quite easy. It's almost easier than the other puzzles. Like every last puzzle is the most easiest. Now here comes Naya. So Naya's Loomians have 2 Geklos and 1 Clap type, but we're just going to wipe them out in a breeze. Here's how. So I quickly strategize this. So Rockbug will use Snore Spores. After using Snore Spores, we'll use something that is OP, which is Hasten. So trust me on this one, Hasten absolutely is the best. So it uses Hasten, the range grows up. We used Hasten again, and the range grows up again and again and again and again. So it's absolutely good. While getting energy from the Kabunga coffee, we can stack Hasten as long as we can. So while Geklo is asleep, so yeah, we just spam Hasten, and then with probably 3 or 4 Hastens, we can use Mystic Breeze, which would annihilate Naya's team. So Geklo woke up, and then we're just going to use Mystic Breeze actually. So yeah, we used Mystic Breeze. Since we outspeed, the Geklo will die. After that, we're going to use Rest. So Naya will send her second Geklo, but we will use Rest. So yeah, we rest here, and after resting, the Geklo will try to use Dodge. So yeah, it's fine. It's a waste of Dodge, that's better. So we used Mystic Breeze. So yeah, it kills Geklo, and after that, Naya will send out Kleptyke, which is a dog type. Yeah, we're just going to use Mystic Breeze once again because it's highly effective. But we use Jet Stream anyway, so yeah. After this, our Cinnamoth grows, but still not in a change. He didn't level up, so yeah. We got the first badge, which is awesome, or the medal, I guess. Now we will have to head back to Route 3 to meet with Naya, specifically from the Galvanite Cave. But we meet this unknown trainer, and this unknown trainer sends out an Embit. So since we have this guy, we're just going to spam or not hasten. So we used Snore Spores, and yeah, we just spammed Hasten on this guy. So we used Hasten, and then after using Hasten, our speed rose. The Embit used Burrow, but Burrow is quite useless here because it raises melee defense, but we are what do you call this again? We are a range attacker, so we use hasten. Another thing is that all air types are range attackers. The only melee attacker that we can have that is viable for us is Twizzle or Avichos. So you might as well keep Avichos rather than getting him in a sacrifice. But still, we don't want to sacrifice any Loomians because there's only 5 viable air types that we can use from this storyline. So, Embit is still asleep, so we're just going to spam hasten still. And after this hasten, we will go for a rest. So Embit finally woke up. It uses Singe on us, which is not going to damage us. So yeah, we let our rock bug to rest, and here comes the massive swipe. So the Embit usage, we used Jet Stream, which is super effective. After that, we're going to use Mystic Breeze to the Geklo. Is that Geklo? I think it's a Geklo. So he sends out the Geklo, so then we're going to use our Mystic Breeze right to the Geklo. The Geklo used Dodge, so we cannot use Mystic Breeze. Yeah, quite sad, but I feel like we could use Mystic Breeze at this one, which would wipe out the Geklo. Goodbye Geklo, and after that we defeat the mysterious trainer and got our Cinemoth level up, which is good. After that, we meet Naya and talk about the mysterious trainer thing, but it's really nothing. And we give Naya our watch. Naya puts it in the crystal, and we now gain Stunning Flash. So yeah, we now have Stunning Flash, which would help us continue on in the Route 4. And this is where we'll end our video. So the next episode will be discussing the Route 4 and Route 5, but that will be it. Goodbye and subscribe.